what happened.
Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Diggs. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Action on first down. Pocket breaking down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The sudden change on the turnover, Manning was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lopez to pass. Firing toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that way, actually.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and 4th or 3rd down and goal situation.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Boy, the defense clamped down on that 3rd down completion and didn't allow him to get forward at all.
You're right, Reese. Looked like they were anticipating a quick throw, and you saw everybody so alert, and they were able to rally to the ball.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Lopez wants to fire. Into the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense. Take note.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Power football with the run. Gets it past the first down mark.
He is on the ground.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Here's the pressure. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Diggs. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Simmons. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook him.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. They They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Lopez to pass. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him.
Come on, get that. They're after it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Rebels are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they will score! Touchdown, Rebels!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the...
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Byard's on the move, working on the right. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He'll take a shot. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And this offense really struggled in the first half, but how about taking the last possession down the field, punching 6 on the board with a chance to tie this football game up. Low scoring, but nice job finishing this half with a touchdown.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Coming out with it, it's Ray. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield is Simmons. Pressure coming. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give is to Taylor. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down TFL, second down TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Intercepted deep in his own end.
Bench him. Cause who the fuck is this nigga anyway? Bench this nigga, bro. His wind up take too fucking long to go.
Okay, it's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down through the interception, but no harm.
Runs from the tackle. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has...
Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped.
Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Diggs. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Let's send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scrambling away. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Might be changing the route. Gotta have it here on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Play action. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Tar Heels inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. Takes a handoff. It's gone. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
First and goal as they can just take their time and try to put this one out of reach. try to get it in with the run. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to throw, it's Grant. Looking for the end zone. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here for Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that rope. as he stopped at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no...
Oh, he's got some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Look at the big fella doing work in the secondary, the big tight end, catching the ball, and he's just shooing these little DBs away. Get off me.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Moves around to clear up the vision. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You can tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
No good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Irish send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And he was looking for the pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
First play of the period will be a second down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Flips it out in the flat. There he goes. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Got it set up on the outside. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it down the left side. Running free. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's falling. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the defense forced that incomplete. The deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way
picked off. Oh, he was was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the tailback. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Going for the big play. He's got it. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Notre Dame. A great catch and run for 6.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Starts a drive trying to go up top. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Just about set to get this second half underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's loose. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been...
Right down the middle. Turning it on. He's at the 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Trying to set up the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll go to the ground. Pretty good job of running to get to there to the 32. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
He'll bring it out. It's Pauly. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. Oh, what a move. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Under fire. He makes the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Here comes the heat. A strike downfield. A big, explosive play by this offense. And if you want to control the fourth quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give on the inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Carr. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Bringing the heat. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. You kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. His drive will open from the 15. The give as they work on that clock. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. To the air, it's Manning. Got his man. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Buying some time. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field.
Bringing it back. Got the first down. Looking for more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. And the Longhorns enter the final minute of play trying to run out the clock. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. The Longhorns pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Manning. Now he's going to break the pocket. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And what an inopportune moment to throw that INT. They're barely holding on to a lead here late in the game, and that's a situation, David, as a quarterback, where you've got to be so good with your decision-making and ball security. That mistake could really cost this team.
And this defense, that is just what they need. Man, you're down late in the football game, and now you get a chance to give your offense the football to go possibly take the lead in this game. Great job by this defense when they needed it the most.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Last chance coming up. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing. They're going to get him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Got his man quickly. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown to Illini. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
What a play by the defense coming out.
Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. To the air, it's Beck. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down.
Yep.
My 10 hours wide, be running back, and 5-star, you know, running back at heart, I'm going through this shit.
Completely flipped the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe you can put them in a pass.
I'll make them 6 folks.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking to throw, it's back. Quickly to the tight end. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in their step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Get set.
Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Fletcher. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah.
Turning on the Jets. Wide open spaces. He's at the 40. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Fires to the tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. First play of the period, first down here. from the gun. The running back tries to hit the hole. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Moore will throw. Working that left side now. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Quick, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
Complete downfield. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Quarterback making checks. Moore to the air. Looking to buy time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell, just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
First down for the offense.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal.
First and goal.
With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That's reeled in. It's Fletcher. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And the Canes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. They'll immediately call timeout.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Pocket breaking down. Got his man to the left. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Miami.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Beck. Right down the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
The Ducks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Moore will throw. Here's the pressure. And the defense got him at the 27.
That is exactly what this defense needed, man. They needed to start fast, obviously in a deficit, coming out of the half with energy to get a sack early in the drive, man. Nice response by this defense.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big... takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Takes the handoff. It's Bob. Oh, out of space. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again.
There he goes. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Here comes the two-point try. Snap to the back. He gets it in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Yo.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he
What they're doing?
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because
You
here's
said
the
you playing
offense
what?
right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
No real close on that one as he got little trying to deliver the football.
In the middle, in the middle of the game.
Now let's see if the offense can bail itself out.
You said what?
Second down
Yeah.
this spot. He took a
Which one?
hit as he
Third, fourth?
couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete.
What, game or the quarter?
Cardinals will bring the
No,
punt team
quarter.
onto the field.
Shit,
First play of
first.
the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team gets down there.
You let my shit down right now.
Oh, you just got it.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Give to the running back. Finding an escape route. Really nice run to get it out to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Notre Dame right back to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground.
kicks don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The quick out. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This offense doing business in the red zone. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Carr. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Runs through a tackle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
Notre Dame 8, Louisville 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He had a head of steam working, but he'll be stopped just inches short of the score.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Back has it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man, it's Moss. Quickly complete. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Lacy. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the big fella. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's caught inside the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going for 6. Looking to get it in. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the extra point is good. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the run, it's Price fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. So now it's second and long. The give to the left. Running to Green. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off play action on first down. Got his man. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Moss. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's caught downfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
On the move. Can't get him to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They give it to him again. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They've been running it, but now the pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Yeah, and the defensive line, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Moss. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points.
Throws toward the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cardinals! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Coming out with it, it's Pauly. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Notre Dame offense will take over 1st and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Got the first down and more. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. Notre Dame 16, Louisville 14.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the back. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
That's caught. It's Price. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. To throw, it's Carr. Got the quick pass. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Quick toss. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter.
College football is a game of inches. Let's see how this thing plays out, man. They were just trying to ice the game. If they could have gotten that fourth down, that was ball game. Now the opponent has life. Their defense has given them a chance. Let's see what they can do.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Andrews. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Grab near the sticks, it's Skinner. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Moss. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on.
return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
They're going to run it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one. Caesars Superdome, home of the Saints here in New Orleans. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Give to the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. He's going up top. He's got it at the 25. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in. And you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. And that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown LSU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Ohio State! He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line.
starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked him right down the middle. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. First and 10.
They'll run it from the gun. There's a live football. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Leaves it with the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Trying to get the corner. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter.
LSU 14. Ohio State 7.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd down, going up top. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the right. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be chance to go out on the field and make some stops.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
It's a running room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Dances away. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And down he goes back at the 3.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch on the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle.
The sneak scores it.
So nice to have the run game. So nice to trust in it. So nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed. But we got some positive mojo on our side.
And they did tack on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Field loaded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's got the first down, marking at the 15 as they try to put up points before the half.
And I think there's a difference between aggressiveness and recklessness. You're backed up, man. You're going to take shots right now, force the ball into coverage. The defense makes the pick. And how about this? In scoring position, very little time on the clock. Got a chance to put some points on the board before you go into the half.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Field goal is good. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Spits it out to the back. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They're working that left side. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead with the 6.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back and know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the...
He's loose. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but you can't do it and force the incompletion. You've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Gets the back moving. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got a man, it's Peoples. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the first quarter of play with the score LSU 24, 17.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy passing catch.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. throws for the tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up for the completion.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4 points.
And the returner is stopped. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line.
Yep.
You know the end of the game.
Yeah, I'm in the championship playoffs right now.
Yeah. It's my boy, bro.
So you gonna do what?
It's great, bro. That's it.
I need RPO.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Got it at the 37. It's first and 10. They go to the ground.
That's how you get down that line, boy.
We'll give them a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Through the air, it's Sayed. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down.
Where is you going, bro?
And he'll be bumped down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come over. The quarterback does a good job.
That's man right there.
Oh, he fumbled. Get it.
Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup.
Can't challenge me. Come on.
The run.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Oh, my.
And keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Timeout call by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
And that's what you told your running back. Hey, we're running the football up the middle. Put 2 hands on the football. Make sure you don't lose it. Square it up. Let's try to let this clock tick down as much as possible. And you're in an opportunity where you can kick the walk-off.
The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play.
Well, that's nice by the running back there, showing you his experience and his self-control, because a lot of guys would have tried to bounce that football to the outside, but he understands the assignment. We're in the middle of the field. We need to stay in the middle of the field to give our kicker the best field position and angle possible to go and kick this game-winning field goal.
As a defense, you're playing so aggressive, just trying to get downhill. And how about the running back? Runs it and gets It's a little bit to the right, so now they're on the right hash, so maybe the kicker likes it from that area, but this offense doing everything they can to set up for the game-winning field goal.
Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking for space. It's Peoples. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The running back has it. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this will be for the win. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward.
Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Wolverines will kick it away first. And he'll just take it. This drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Ross. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get it.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And the Nittany Lions will keep this drive going.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Allard. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and intercepted. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Turns it loose. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in on the right. Wide open spaces. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Singleton. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Allard. It's complete to the left. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. He might want another play. Going up top again. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Off the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you can see sitting back in cover 2, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker, nice pick.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Oh, out of space. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Inside a minute to play in the half. Might we get a touchdown after all before the break? Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it down at the 34.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. And it's incomplete on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He tries to take the top off. Snags it at the 30 and still running. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And that's a really positive end to the first half. Driving down the field, putting that drive together, using all the clock, and most importantly, getting a 3 and tying this football game up.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's Haynes. And there he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Toss sweep to the left. Oh, better look out. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with
know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdown, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Here's the pressure. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Fires to the right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's the game it's kind of been. It's been a defensive struggle on both sides, and it's kind of like a tennis match. Which team and which offense is going to be able to break serve? That time, poor job in pass protection. The quarterback has got to find a way to get rid of that football and not take the negative play, but this has been a defensive war so far.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A strike downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Klein. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, The offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And the Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He wants to throw it again. Caught near the sticks. It's McCulley. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Got his man on the right. Made a defender miss. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
It's as if the end zone has a no trespassing sign on it, but here a chance to score the first touchdown of the game. The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quarterback running on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And after taking the lead, guys, we still have a big finish coming. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run. Sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And how about this defense? Back-to-back sacks. It's clutch time. It's money time. The 2-minute drill, you know they need a field goal. This D is stepping up and forcing the 4th down.
Might be changing the route. fourth down. They'll pass for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Takes it the other way. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 8. Oh, you know we wanted that pick 6, but the offense is in business. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside